Alright, so I wanted to do a video talking about McMansions. I was able to find this subreddit. I probably found this like 5 or 6 months ago. I routinely look at it, but I thought it'd be kind of funny to just react to some of these. Now, if you don't know, basically how I would describe a McMansion, it's just an oversized house that's just really not necessary. Honestly, I understand the idea of it. I like bigger houses, I get it. But in situations like, these that I'm going to be showing, these are just homes where people just don't have the money, but they still build it anyways. And obviously, if you're building a bigger house, everything is going to cost a lot more. You're going to have more furniture, you're going to have more building material, and things can tend to get really cheap when it comes to what is being used for these houses. I'm going to give my opinion on them. And honestly, some of these aren't even McMansions. At least I don't think they are. I don't think they fit the description, the idea of a McMansion. Like this first one, yeah, this is very ugly. I agree. I don't think this is a McMansion. It's not big enough. I need an oversized house, a house that just looks ridiculous. To me, yeah, it's a very ugly home. I would never live in it, but I would not. I mean, I guess you could say it's got a nice little 2-car garage. By the way, more and more people are going with that model where it's 2 single-car garages than just a double. And I do think it looks a little bit better, but this home looks older, and you can just tell that there's barely any windows, there's barely any natural light. The design of it is ridiculous. You've got the one side, the smooth swooping side of the garage. You've got that weird triangle angle. This is another one that's just, I mean, this is not a McMansion though. It's a very unique house. I would not call this McMansion, but look at all that natural light coming in. Isn't that amazing? I will say it is kind of cool how it's almost like they got a staircase there. If you guys see that towards the bottom. And then they do have kind of a nice little backyard right along a cliff. Now this is a great example of a McMansion. It's just completely oversized. I mean, at least it is symmetrical. The pillars, I don't mind the pillars in the front, honestly, but look at the massive windows on each side and the little gate. That almost looks like fake grass to me. It's like they put turf down or something. That's probably in Texas. You can put turf down in Texas because of how hot it is. They can't even grow grass there. I know in Arizona they put rocks. This is the interior of it. So you actually do have pillars on the interior. Boy, this interior design, these open floor models in homes, to me, I'm not a fan of them. You need some type of walls. That's just the kitchen. They've got more pillars in the kitchen. Just a weird design. You've got pillars right on top of the granite countertop on your island. Just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, this is completely open. And you've got a nice little bar there as well. This is like the family room. Dude, the cardinal sin. Where is the carpet? You need to incorporate carpet into your family room. Otherwise, it just looks weird. And then this is part of... Oh no, this is a different house, I think. Dude, what is this? You've got 3 2-car garages. It almost looks like, with apartments, how you can pay for extra parking. Looks like one of those carports, but yeah, this is apparently the home. What even is this? What a weird home. And then the interior of this, their bathtub is right next to their bed. No, literally right next to it, and you've got a nice mirror there. How do you get out of the bathtub without dripping water onto the carpet? These are just practical things. That's a decent shower, but it's an odd location, kind of crammed in between 2 different sink areas. Very strange. And then there's a nice little nook area. Nice little reading area, I guess. You got a fireplace. Looks like really cheap brick. Yeah, this is a disgusting McMansion. This looks like it was built maybe in the 70s or the 60s. You can see it looks like that's probably a pool room there on the left, and then the main house in the center. Certainly it needs to be touched up. The interior of it, you can see. I mean, that's a decent hardwood floor. You do have more pillars. A lot of these homes have pillars. That's a really sad staircase, though. Almost looks like a corporate staircase you would find at an office. You've got more pillars, and then on each side, archways. So they decided to go with archways on each side, kind of a different style. Yeah, maybe that's like the dining area or something. It's certainly large. Are those rocks right next? Oh, that's such a terrible design. You don't bring rocks onto the interior. And then there's the kitchen. I guess it's an okay kitchen. You've got a little sink there. You've got a stove. There is, I guess, the main staircase. That's a nasty. That looks like a staircase in a library or something. And then there are rocks under that. That is disgusting. Come on. And then there is the little pool room. Yeah, I do like indoor pools. The problem with indoor pools, they're just so small. Most of them, even in mansions, they're very small. You can see a lot of indoor pools have the exact same model. They'll be built onto the side of a house to where you've got a bunch of natural light windows. And now what a lot of them are doing, there's going to be natural light or like a skylight right above, the pool. Here they're going with some type of weird like sky portrait almost. And then you can see the hot tub located. It looks like maybe that's a hot tub. I don't know. Maybe it's not. It actually might not be. But you also do have pillars going around the entire thing there. This is another, I mean, what's going on? You've got the turret, you've got the medieval design, and you've just got no windows. There's no windows. And you've almost got the windows that are even there. It's almost the smoke room type design with those windows. They're tinted out. What is that design? Like the second little porch area? There's no railing on it. This is just a ridiculous home. Yeah, it's real ugly. This one, so this is like a ranch style. Look at that, 3 single car garages. That's a decent design with the little windows above them. Yeah, I actually like that. But when it comes to this home, believe it or not, it's not a ranch. You can see there is a second floor there. Now, when you're building a bigger house, or really any house for that matter, you'll normally see a really built up steep roof. And I don't know what maybe they're planning on doing an addition or something. Why is the roof so baby? And especially with that massive overhang in the front, it looks like this home was not finished. Very strange. And then there is the backside of it. A lot of these people like balconies. I mean, I don't mind balconies, but I don't know. To me, it feels like when it comes to balconies on homes, a lot of them are just not suitable for it. When I think of balconies, I would want a balcony on a house that's really big. On a ranch-style house like this, it just doesn't work. It looks really off-scale to me. Like it's almost like the balcony shouldn't be there because the house is so small. But I don't know. And then you can see they've got an outdoor pool. I hate outdoor pools. And it does look like they also have a boat garage. Maybe they spent most of their money on a boat garage. There's another one. I don't think this is necessarily big enough to be classified as a McMansion. It's a horrible design, though. It is a hideous design. I can't even, it's like a 3-dimensional triangle jolting out there on the left. Like, who thinks it's just sad to see. Other than that, the house, I guess, is kind of normal. It does look like there's some weird stone that just does not fit the brick at all going up the one side. And then it looks like they made an addition to this one. This is an unfortunate thing. I'm all for making a bigger house, but the problem is they had a beautiful symmetrical house. I call that design, like the original house design, the White House, because it's very formal and traditional, and it always has like a lot of windows in the front, and it's all symmetrical. But then they added on that extra area, and the problem is because the original home is symmetrical, like I would imagine that's probably an addition. You don't build a house like that. It just looks completely lopsided. Maybe that's the garage or something, but still, it just does not look good. Another thing could be they don't have enough land, behind them to really build up the addition in the back of the house, but it just looks so off. Adding that to one side and then the other side has nothing. And then I would probably say this is located in Texas. So yeah, I mean, you could classify these, I guess, as McMansions, but they do look to be built up really well. Yeah, these are nice homes just looking at them. This is just disgusting. I want a 5-story modern luxury house built in Frisco, Texas. That is the most modern homes. There's something so ugly about them. See, you get this McMansion page, and a lot of it is just hating on. I mean, like you look at the last one; those are nice looking homes. I mean, some of them, sure, you could say they're a little outrageous, whatever. But this thing is just these modern homes. You can tell they're modern homes by just the weird design, and they're all smooth, and they all have really weird angles, and they're all using different building materials with odd windows. It's disgusting to look at. It's just a weird, it's like modern art. They just slap something together and say, oh, it's worth $1 million because it's modern art. It's the same thing. It's disgusting. It's just conjoined, a bunch of crap conjoined together. And no, I wouldn't even pay $1 for that. Well, actually, I would pay for it and then I'd sell it. This one, yeah, this is a McMansion. I mean, look at the dome over top. It's like from Titanic, the Grand Staircase dome. It kind of looks like it. But yeah, that is just, you have 3 different little balcony areas. Maybe this person likes Disney and they want all the balconies to go out on. But yeah, having 3 balconies that close to each other makes the home look very strange. I will say I do like the style of window. That window design is beautiful. The roof is really ugly as well. And also that dome at the top is so ugly in looking at that. This is another good example of dude, someone just took this photo, it looks like from the street. But where are the windows? You know, like there's not enough windows. It looks weird. It's just a massive wall of stone. I guess there's a window underneath there, but you have to add another window on top of that. Otherwise, it's just going to look really, really weird. And then here's another one. Yeah, this one might be in Mexico or something, just looking at it. I mean, look at the massive carport with the pillars. Oh, the carport is almost bigger than the house itself. And it has this weird connect. Oh my god, is that bad? Honestly, if you just remove the carport, it probably doesn't look that ugly. But that carport makes it look disgusting. And then yeah, this is a design I've seen several times where you've got the balcony to nothing. So you've got a balcony up there and it just leads directly to the roof with no way to access it. It looks just really bad. I don't know why people think this is a good design. It doesn't make sense. In looking at a house, it just looks weird because there's nothing there. So it's like you have a guardrail for nothing. It just doesn't make any sense. If they removed that, and then also honestly removed the pillars on this one as well, and just had like a nice traditional home, it would look a lot better in terms of that one. This is just disgusting. Yeah, this, I mean, this, yeah, 3-car garage. You do have a nice 3-car garage. But yeah, both of those little turrets, medieval turrets, is what they call. It's just a terrible design. And why is there virtually no windows? Oh, here's another one. This is a depressing home, honestly, looking at this. They just added on to it. I respect it. I mean, I respect it for making the home bigger, but this has got to be the perfect example of a McMansion. It just looks, I mean, why not have 3 sets of windows? You guys know what I'm talking about? Like, put 2 windows next to that window. Otherwise, it just looks bad. That you have to incorporate more windows into these houses. But those are just some fun examples of different McMansions. That's going to do it for this video. Make sure you follow me on X. Link to that's always in the description.